And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. And as we have breaking news, if you've been watching what's going on, we have had a live police chase right here in Meridian, Mississippi, as a police car, Odie, was stolen.
A police car?
On top? You've seen it on Cops, and it just happened in Meridian. From the best I can understand, a Meridian police officer had gone to the scene of some form of an accident. I don't know what it was. But as he was there and stepped out of his car, the suspect jumped in his car and left, which a big pursuit went up Highway 39, from what we understand, up to 116 miles an hour at one point. So we know the car's pretty fast there.
Well, yeah.
No, he didn't. Spiked somewhere around the Stennis Center, and the car has just wrecked, and he is in custody now. So there's no threat to anyone else at this point, and it happened right at the Kemper County line.
Good job.
I would think Daniel Haggard and all the gang from Kemper County are making their way to the Kemper County line. Deputies from each side. I know Lauderdale County Sheriff's deputies were in pursuit as well. Thank goodness no one was hurt. I even had a few texts that he might have wanted to talk on the police radio too, just to talk. He was in a cheerio good mood there as he drove.
We just made somebody's day. Miss Erica from Pennsylvania is checking in on us, and so she gets to hear about our police chase to the police car.
That was something else. We all have seen that on Cops and things of that nature where a suspect, and hopefully they've got camera footage in the car that'll show that of him trying to get on down the road. I know we'll have deputy footage, them following behind him. Now, whether or not that will ever see the light of day, we don't know. But what a Monday morning this is. It's almost like this is Friday. I won't even say that number. I went all day Friday without saying that on purpose.
Just so it wouldn't come to...
That's correct. Not that I'm suspicious or nothing, but I don't like that number.
You know, and then they came out from, what was it, Saturday the 14th. Yeah. Oh, so she's originally from Enterprise and moved up there and joined in and keep up with hometown. Well, thank you for joining in. We had a couple of people traveling. Mark's going to be on the road. Safe travels to you, sir. A bunch of people joining in. Joyce, Barbara, LaWanda's with us, Vicky, Sydney, Stacy. Well, a lot of them joining in on this Monday morning. Mr. Ray Purvis has joined in with us. Get your birthdays in. We've got a list that's growing. We've got one, we'll tell you who that is, that we see an age, but we don't know if that's his true age or not.
Well, who is it?
He's, we'll say a fire chief somewhere.
Whoa.
But his numbers just don't match the visual.
Here we go.
We've got that going.
I've got roughly, this is going to be right at Narkita, is where this would be, just south of here. Let's pull up the map here, where we can take a look. This is where we are getting that the accident happened, somewhere just south of Cliff Henderson Road. Here's Blackwater, and we're getting somewhere right along in here is where the accident has happened, where the suspect wrecked the patrol car. Wow. Now I'm not exactly sure where this started in Meridian because it kind of all happened fast. We were live a minute ago, and the
text came in and said somewhere right around the intersection of 39 and North Hills.
Okay, they're by Hardee's.
Somewhere over that way. So don't know if they were on a call. Just all of a sudden, I mean, the phone was going crazy. Texts were coming in.
Dinging.
Yeah, and then it shut mine down. I guess it got them all at one time, and I had to reboot. And I just said, well, let me call her because this isn't working.
Let's see. It all started by the hotel by 11 and 80 just off the bypass is what I'm getting this.
11 and 80. Okay.
And they could have, because it's becoming we don't know what the call was about, but I know there's a lot of break-in in cars, and they could have been responding to that. Every weekend it happens. But wow. Talk about, we'll get a statement from Sheriff Ward Calhoun coming up, since this does fall now with the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department. Yeah, one person in custody just south of DeKalb, and the text I got, he sure made some time up. I'm gonna tell you, that's a little curvy road, and as we said, we got reports of 116 miles an hour is what we're being told here of the big chase that happened. This is national news here.
Well, we keep spreading. We've said that on here before, but Isaac Mayaka, I hope I say that right, joining in from Kenya. So thank you for being here this morning.
I don't think we can make it there by lunch, though.
No, we can't. Well, we'll have to. We can't get everywhere, but we try.
Wow, oh, wow, oh, wow.
Oh, good morning, good morning.
So that is the breaking news is we've had this morning of what's going on. There's a lot to talk about. The good news is that this story ends well. No one is hurt. One person in custody after a police car has been stolen in Meridian. Wow. And it just shows you how criminals will do anything they can not to go to jail.
And, he ain't got a job, so he can't pay for the car.
Well, tell me this, Odie. I would think that it's even extra time for stealing a police car on top of...
It should be.
Of course, I'm not a judge. I don't know how that works, but sounding pretty serious there.
Especially if he running lights and sirens. He could be impersonating a police officer.
Oh, if he was trying to key up, I'm sure he went ahead and flipped
Yeah.
I mean, what fun is it going to jail without having the woo-woo lights on?
I mean, you got a point. If you're going to do it all the way.
Yeah.
All or nothing.
He threw on his woo-woo and made me jump in the street the other day. I was walking down the street and he come up behind me and hit his little...
Knocked your hat off.
It did. I wasn't expecting it. It's fun being a reporter, y'all. Because we don't have to be in the chase and we can just sit on the sidelines and tell what happened.
They call them armchair quarterbacks.
That's us. I'm all over this. We'll be right back. We're going to Clark County in just a moment. We got a lot to talk about of things that have happened over the weekend. Some things, robberies and all of that good stuff. We'll tell you about that next. And so a few wrecks. And plus, we'll find out what's happening in Clark County. All that's up and coming, Odie. We'll be right back. J&J Tire Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes. They carry the Nixon tire with free roadside hazard service, along with hot tread used tires. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian.
Working on a big project? Need reliable equipment? Paris Tractor has you covered. From skid steers to excavators, tractors to trenchers, we have top quality equipment for rent on a project-to-project basis. All our equipment is expertly maintained for peak performance, ensuring you get the job done right. Our team is here to help you choose the perfect machinery for your needs with flexible rental terms to fit any project. Call us or visit parisrents.com to rent your equipment today. Come see us at Paris Tractor, where we're more than a tractor store.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows,
call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie, and let's start with one of the headlines that happened yesterday afternoon late. It was one of those things that stirred Meridian, and it should have. A 2-year-old found near a roadway or in a roadway on Highway 19. 2 years old. Deputies responded, and let me show you the video of this, and I don't want you to think of the way the camera is positioned. This is where it's at. is in the 6700 block of Highway 19. It is not Miss Mary's.
Well, they
palm
could have
reading.
saw it coming. I'm sorry. They should have saw this in the future.
You did not. You didn't go by and have your palm read. But this is Highway 39. Let me show you. Here's deputies on scene yesterday afternoon. Fortunately, this child was not hurt. And this is a busy, busy road. As we all know, we have lost deputies. Deputies have responded to life lost on this stretch of Highway 19. 4 or 5 miles due south of there. Down around Faith Baptist, we've had a loss of life there if someone struck by a car.
And this right here, while you're traveling southbound back into
Look at
Meridian,
that hill.
when you cross over, because there's 494 right behind you, there's a hill that you're topping, and that is a blind spot.
Now, the statement that we've got from Sheriff Ward Calhoun says that 501, the Lauderdale County 911 office, received a call that a small child, approximately 2 years old, was on Highway 19 in the 6700 block. Deputies have responded to the home where the child was located, and the incident is being investigated. The child was not injured. So we don't know the who, what's, and whens other than a verification that the event has happened. Hopefully today we can get an update from Sheriff Ward Calhoun as to what has happened. And I had so many calls. Was CPC involved? I think they probably get involved anytime that there's a child. I can't bet my life on that, but I would think that they do get involved. I know in the city I know there was a small child, if y'all remember, twice he did it. On Poplar Springs Drive out the middle of it that police were called over the last 2 years or so. And they were called there. Miracle baby, Arnold, that's a good way to put it. God for sure was with that child as cars were around. Anything could have happened. And y'all think of the distractions of driving, and a small child, you sometimes can't see over your hood. Let's just be honest about it. And thank heavens no one was hurt in this.
And talking about that, and Vicky asked a question, and if you're on Highway 39 and you're traveling this morning coming into Meridian, coming into Lauderdale County out Kemper on Highway 39, she wants to know what the heavy law enforcement presence is. Be careful, because it'd probably be a little while. We're not going to say how long they're going to be out there, but someone stole a police car, and that's where the chase ended after a wreck. So that's what's going on 39 out towards Kemper. So be careful if you're making that travel into work and you're having to go that way. Be mindful that there may be a delay.
It could be. I'm just checking to make sure we hadn't got any on the scene reporters yet. Let's see. So far,
they hadn't quite come in yet, but it won't be long.
Coming live to you, fresh out of Meridian, about 2 miles from Mr. Fuel. This is your Scotty Ray Report.
This could be.
Gonna be it or not.
Minor accident out here.
We got a minor accident there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll get that posted here in just a moment here. And then Old Highway 19 Southeast, we're getting a tree across the road. We'll try to get that posted as well.
So be careful while you're out there traveling in.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. What you got here? You got somebody from Clark County up in here?
We do. We have got a big Clark County Clarkfest is coming to town Saturday, September 28th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. A lot going on on this one full day. So what all we got going on, and what's it to benefit all the good info?
We have been busy. Clarkfest is our biggest fundraiser for the year for the Clark County Chamber of Commerce.
Right.
And we just go out to Archusa Water Park and we just have a big day all day long.
Now,
and this year is no different.
I have to ask the obvious.
It's just Archusa Park right now.
Okay, that you knew I was going there.
Yeah, we took the water out. They said they can't do a fishing tournament.
Well, there's still water there. It's just a stream now.
I got
I say cane poles only.
You got to make the best of a bad situation.
You guys are going to get me in trouble.
We're doing our best to get that hole patched up. And next year, hopefully, we'll have some fishies there for you there. And if you're watching going, what are we talking about? There was an incident that the dam broke. And there's no longer
There's no water.
at Archusa Water Park.
There's trees and grass now.
Absolutely. But they're working on it to get it repaired. But the
They
festival must go on, as they say.
It's got to go on. That's right. And instead of a fishing tournament this year, we're having a wild game cook-off.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. And I want to ask Scotty Ray, while we're sitting here, why don't you come down and be one of my judges for me?
That all depends
On what?
on what else I got to do.
Just judge.
No. I mean, as in Saturday, I have no idea yet of who, where, and what all I've got to be at. So we'll try, but I could be in 5 counties. We'll see. You never know.
All right, Scotty Ray. Now, we're having our annual Clarkfest. This is 30-something years. I don't have an exact number, but it's been 30-something years, and I've been there for most of them.
And boy, we sure are going to miss Miss Diane this year. She always done so much.
Yeah. Diane was a big part of this thing, and if you don't know, we have a farmers market every year from April until, and we named it after Diane this year. So it's the Diane Holloman Memorial Farmers Market.
That's pretty good.
Because she was the big hand in putting that together. Of course, she was the events chairman for the chamber, and when she passed, it was handed to me. So I've had some pretty big shoes to fill.
Oh, and I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't want to fill those.
No, it's been hard. It's been very hard.
So do we have vendors? Who all can do all of this?
We have vendors coming in. We have, of course, it was always the Forestry and Wildlife Festival. We've kept that theme with it. So we have a lot of equipment coming out. We have a lot of Clark County is coming out. We have the Sheriff's Department, the City Police Department. We have fire engines. We have ambulances. All for the little kids are going to be able to tour these.
Right.
Yeah, a little touch truck going on.
Yeah. And we have Little Feet Street again this year. That's for the children. Those are free games for the kids. We have all kinds of art and craft vendors. We have our Paul Brown Memorial Car Show.
Oh.
That's a big deal. That is a very big deal for the Clarkfest. Of course, we have our Wild Game Cook-Off, and anybody that's interested in that can get in touch with me.
So call Miss Wanda at 776-5701. They can get with you on that. And
that's it. Mississippi loggers are always bring us in a loaded wood truck, and that you can guess how much it weighs, and the one closest to it wins a prize. Also this year, something new, we have our Choctaw Nation princess from in Choctaw County, Miss Leilani Allen. She's going to be with us that day. We have a lot of the touch and see emergency vehicles. Like I said, we're going to have a petting zoo, and there's just a lot going on. You got to come down and see.
Now, this is this weekend, correct?
No, it's the 28th.
The 28th.
See, I'd have been early.
Yeah, that's okay. But now, there was one thing for sure, is when you put on festivals like this right here, you can't do it without a lot of help. So do y'all have some sponsors that helps y'all with this every year?
We do. A bunch of our sponsors, Bank Plus, Great Southern Bank, Sun South, and Meridian, they're bringing some equipment down. Purvis Business Machines, First State Bank, Bar Pole and Piling, our Clark County Board of Supervisors, they support what we do. Coca-Cola Bottling here in Meridian has supported us big this year, along with several of our industries that we have in the area. So
Coca-Cola,
we've been really blessed this year.
They do a lot. They just joined in as one of the sponsors of our show, and it's good to have them part of our team.
Absolutely.
And we want y'all to go out and join Clark County Clarkfest on Saturday, September 28th, starting at 9 a.m. all the way to 4 p.m. Live entertainment, fun, games for the kids, food vendors going to be out there, even a guessing game of how much a log truck way. So y'all go out there for more information. You can call Miss Wanda, call her today and tell her happy birthday.
Happy birthday, by the way.
You can get her at 776-5701 at the Clark County Chamber of Commerce.
You want to tell us what president was at the time when you were born?
No.
Because I always said don't ask a lady, so I was going to let her tell it.
I think it was back toward the JFK days.
Okay. We'll leave it at and happy. This is Miss Wanda Kelly. Happy birthday to you today.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us, and good luck with Clarkfest.
Thank you.
As we get more information, we've got an overturned car. I believe that's what that video was about just a moment ago that we're going to look at. Overturned car, Highway 11 near Savoy. We've got wet roads, slow down. This is going to contribute to this. And a miracle, as we recapped just a little bit ago, of a police car being chased into Kemper County out of Meridian, as wet as it is at those speeds, and no one was hurt. He wrecked out, totaled the car probably. We got some folks en route to the scene to get some pictures of what went on. And as soon as we get more updates on that, we'll have those for you.
Yep.
Up and coming with the Scotty Ray Report, Scotty Ray and Odie.
There's something special about autumn and Al's Garden and Gift. There's no better place to pick up beautiful mums, snapdragons, and pumpkins. Fall in love with pumpkins in a vibrant array of colors and sizes. Hay bales, corn stalks, homemade wreaths, flags, and unique pottery waterfalls will add extra appeal to an entrance or outdoor space. Tailgating festivities are fun with Captain Rodney's, Grumpy Man, Redneck Gourmet Sauces, salsa, jellies, cheese straws, and more. Al's Garden and Gift, a charming place to harvest memories and gifts this fall.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel.
2024 Kia Sportages have rates as low as 0.9%. The 2024 Kia Sorento has interest rates as low as 0.9%. We've got 2024 Kia Fortes for as low as $349 a month. $349 a month. Come see us at Kia of Meridian.
And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. I know birthdays are pouring in. Odie's having a hard time keeping up with all these.
Yeah, they keep coming in, which is good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'd love to hear from you as well to get yours in. You can inbox us or put it in the comments. We'll be glad to do that. Again, let's be careful. We've got an overturned car, Highway 11, in an accident. We've got an accident on Highway 39 near the Kemper County line of a wrecked patrol car. These are just a couple. On top of all this, school buses at 725, they are rolling amongst all of this weather. And let me see about the rain before we go into our next headline. Let's just talk about where the rain is so everybody will be aware. Let me back this out. And we do have activity. Here we go. Here we are with radar. We got it in Winston County as well, northern Neshoba County. We even got it over here, 491 area. Right there. Y'all be careful there. We got light showers throughout Kemper, a little bit there around Lauderdale out near Dalewood, and then heavier rain around Enterprise as you get down 514, these areas here.
And that one cell is going to come right through Dead Man's Curve.
Sure is.
And dump some more rain right there.
It's just accident prone there. Lisbon, Alabama, Butler, y'all been getting wet as well this morning. So be careful no matter where you are watching us. You could be in another state. Maybe raining where you are.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy. There we go. Now, as I was out, and we'll get to the wreck here in just a little bit, I was out at an accident yesterday afternoon, and I was dressed for the occasion because it was pouring rain, and me and the deputy were underneath our umbrella, and I mean, it was cutting a rug. And I was trying to take a picture of the incident, and the next thing we know, there has been a robbery in Meridian. So I had to change scenic locations and toward Meridian. I didn't have time to get my rubber boots off. So this explains the look. Let me just this look here.
Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
And that was it. And so I didn't have cowboy boots, and what do they call those other little shoes I got?
You talking about those gators?
No,
Crocs?
Yeah, there's something like that. What are they? They got a name, and I can't think of what it is, but it's Croc of some sort. Those are muck boots there. Now, that's more stylish in the South. If you're watching us from some other state and some other city, that's the stylish look on rainy days around here. In the background, you will see Camerons once again robbed at gunpoint as someone went in the store. It was a black male with a black mask wearing that had an orange backpack. Ran out the store and away they went. Now, this is not the first time. This was a few weeks ago. I was there under the same circumstances. The day before, and let me show you this. This is all too common in this area. Police responded the day before to the same location of shoplifting. There were 4 to 5 juveniles in the store stealing product, but they also had guns. Now, they never pulled him, but they did have them on them. It was visible in their waistline that they had a gun. They would shoplift and run out the door. Police responded to that. They even got into a foot chase, and they were young whippersnappers. Is that the way to word it?
Well, that's the one way to do it.
And they could book.
Call them the Utes.
Yep, the Utes. The Utes outrun the police. Got away. But a common occurrence. And trust me when I say this, that people that live in the neighborhood, I constantly, they don't want this any more than anybody else in the city. They want to feel comfortable, be able to sit on their front porch and not worry about somebody coming by or being able to go get a loaf of bread and be able to keep their $3 worth of change when they go to the car. So if you don't feel comfortable talking to the police, send me a message. I'll be glad to talk to somebody. Won't mention any names. If you know what's going on, the who's, the what's, and the when's, we just need to make our city safer any way that we can do that. And putting someone behind bars is a first step to teaching them you can't do this. This wouldn't be the only robbery we had this weekend. We'll call the second one a burglary because no one was there. It's really the same thing, but nobody was there at the time of the break-in. And we go to the Dollar General. Can I use
Dollar
the word
General?
Can I say General?
Yeah.
As we'll go to Front Street, Meridian, for the Dollar General there, and this is where it got broke into. Let me pull this up, make this bigger. Wrong screen, wasn't it? As we hit play here, police were on scene. This was like at 4:30. Oop, there went a police officer by the window. This was at 4:30 Sunday morning. I went down. I got a text message that said that I think something's happening in my neighborhood, and I went down. And sure enough, they had broken in, and I don't. You see that there? That's dog food drug up to the front door. I'm assuming that whoever was doing the break-in had some hungry puppy dogs. That's what it looked like. Now, they could have been trying to resell the product.
They have to eat too.
But I tell you, it's thievery everywhere.
Barry's going to have to, Anthony's going to have to build a new jail because the Barry yacht's going to have to get bigger.
Okay, one of our reporters just got on scene, so we should be getting something from the accident that just happened in Kemper County with the Meridian police officer's car. And again, let me recap that. I did get someone who told me they had responded to a local hotel of an incident, and the person that they were getting ready to arrest somehow or another jumped in a police car and ran off with it. This, and again, I want to remind you, this can happen anywhere. And we've seen it on Cops, all the shows to where somebody steals a police cruiser. And it's happened in Meridian before. This isn't the first time.
No.
I don't remember the date the last time it happened, but it did. And wrecked out as deputies followed it. They even spiked the car, and he would still make it to Kemper County before wrecking, right there at the Kemper County line. We'll have more on this coming up. Cousin Odie, what's your thoughts on this?
It goes back to holding people responsible and making sure that they pay for their crime. And if you have responsibility being taught all through your life and in school, you shouldn't have people stealing a police car.
Maybe we need to
know the right, you know the wrong, and suffer the consequences.
I think we need to get a drone and Odie be like Howard Cosell reporting live.
Yeah.
I think you can give us a play-by-play.
We'll get a play-by-play. I think it goes back to the way people are being, I would say the way people are being raised. I guess the way people are not being raised. Or being raised by the community and not mom and dad. Or mom, or dad. But somebody's got to teach these kids from young age how to be part of society.
That's right.
And I think this running rampant is because no one wants to raise our kids the hard way. Raising a child's not easy. You got to be the bad parent sometimes. You've got to make your kid upset, but oh well. I'd rather a child not like me for 18 years of their life and then find out that everything was for their good and they love me for the rest of their life than to be my best friend up to adulthood and then found out that I didn't prepare them for life. And they hold that against me.
True.
It's something that we from the schools, we've got to teach our kids. I think it's time we put whoopings back in school. Number one, we ought to have God back in school. We put God back in school, put God back in our lives, and we won't have to deal with as much of this stuff. And then start putting that leather strap to the boo-heinies while we're in school and at home. And you'll have a straightened up society in no time. But it's going to take a mom and a daddy to do it. Or a good parent.
I was just hoping for a drone.
Well, we can work on that too.
We'll be right back. We got video footage coming up from the accident there on Highway 39 North. We'll show you that next in just a moment as we begin our day. As the seasons change, so do your clothes. And Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Habo shirts, long and short sleeve. Also Hulk shirts. And America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From box to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954.
Here we are.
Yeah, I was off looking somewhere else there, Odie.
Yeah.
Had the Starship Enterprise had too many buttons.
Are looking for one of them there new fancy videos.
Yeah, we have just gotten in. First, let's look at the picture, and then we will get into the video of what we have. Here is the situation. Highway 39 North is where this right shot. This is going to be right near the nightclub, Narkita.
Yeah.
It's right just south of Narkita is where this is. As you'll see, the patrol car off in the bushes there. Again, somehow, miraculously, no one hurt. As a thief would steal this car from Highway 11 and 80 at a hotel as an arrest was getting ready to be made, the suspect jumped in the car and took off. All right, let's go to the video that we now have of the scene. Let me close that and go here. We're getting some more pictures.
Maybe the car's not in real bad shape.
It doesn't look it. Let's pull this up where we can see this. It does not look bad as we see this.
Just change the tire.
That's rain in the background. As you can see, Kemper County deputies, we've got Meridian police officers on scene, and I'm sure in just a moment, if they're not already there, the Mississippi Highway Patrol will be all over this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
As we do this, let me see.
And that's right around the curve, so if you're coming down 39 and you see that road, you can see is extremely wet, so just be safe as you come around that curve.
We're getting a few more pictures to add to
Get
this.
some more coming in. We want to talk while you're doing that. The Clarkfest, we need to mention their entertainment that they've got. The EPG Praise Team, the EPG Women's Ensemble is going to be singing. The Big Boys, the Swainies, Billy Roscoe, Britt Gully, and the Water Moccasins are going to be there. And Aiden Williamson is going to be part of that. So a long, fun-filled day. Going to be a great day there in Clark County. I wonder if we can get Harold to be on scene.
Let's hope so.
We'll have
Harold
to
should
talk.
make it on down.
I think so.
As we're looking at this, the car is not in as you would think it would have been in a lot worse shape than it is. We can't see the left side, but it looks like, for the most part, it's okay.
Good deal. Good deal.
That's the scene again. Highway 39. If you're coming into Meridian from DeKalb, this will be just south of Narkita, near Blackwater, is where this is. So use caution. Be careful in that neighborhood. Boy, we still got a lot to talk about of things and events that are going on, Odie.
Yes, we do.
All right, let's get into some fun stuff, and let's talk about a few things that happened on this day in history.
Oh, we got some history.
You ever heard of a place called the Mayflower?
Yes.
I don't think I wanted to be on there because there was no McDonald's biscuits to be passed out every morning.
Didn't have a motor either.
1620, it set sail, and it came on over. I imagine there were some arguments up on that.
Yeah.
1925, one of Mississippi's greatest sons would be born. Known worldwide as, we remember, B.B. King was born on this day back in 25. Him and Lucille. You just cannot beat B.B. King. He was one of the best there ever was there, one of the best.
Yes, he is.
Who remembers this guy? He always looked like he needed a bath and he needed a wife because, well, he couldn't dress himself.
I like him.
Peter Falk.
I still watch Columbo.
He was smarter than the average bear now.
Yes, he was.
He may have looked dumb, but that was just
one-
a disguise.
Just one more thing. Just one more question.
He's an undercover spy for the FBI. Okay, maybe you didn't hear that Charlie Daniels song. So I just reached out and kicked old Green Teeth right in the knee. Do you know the song I'm talking about?
I don't think so.
Uneasy Rider. Oh, it's great. Where he's passing through Jackson, Mississippi on a Saturday night.
I missed that one, I reckon.
The Bellamy brothers, I'd lie to you for your love. The list goes on and on. What she needs is a sugar daddy, diamond rings, and a brand new caddy. David Bellamy, born on this day back in 1950 down in Florida. Of course, Let Your Love Flow was their big one, their crossover hit that took them to the top of the charts where people knew who they were. They're different. Up for Magic?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's one that really got me.
Didn't he hide the Statue of Liberty one time?
He did.
Yeah, how'd he do that, Odie?
Moved it. Magic.
Magic, okay. Good answer. He was born in New Jersey, and some of that stuff you can Google and get the answers of how Penn and Teller sometimes. Isn't that their name?
Yeah,
Penn?
Penn
They're
and
funny.
Teller.
Teller.
Yep.
They're kind of funny, and they'll give the magician secrets away sometimes.
Yeah, he performed in Meridian.
Which one?
David Copperfield.
What did he make disappear? Our budget?
He just did a bunch of stuff. No, that's
That
been
was city
gone.
council.
He performed at the Temple Theater.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really? What year was that?
Oof.
Has Odie had too much coffee? Or is he telling the truth here?
I'd say
He was.
he was here because I got. I had on a Van Halen 5150 shirt from a concert that had all kind of designs, and I guess the designing was, I'd say 87, something like that. Maybe he was here, and I wore it through the line and was getting his autograph. And he said, "Hey, I'm redoing my shirts, and I'd like that shirt. Can I buy it?" And I said, "Well, yeah." And so he said, "I'll give you $20 for it." And the shirt was like $12 or something. I said,
So
"Okay."
you made money.
So he gave me a $20 bill and signed it. And I took that shirt off right there and gave it to him. And then
So you were
he
naked on
told,
stage?
No, this was around in the back. That's where everybody went to go get autographs. And he told his manager, says, "Take him up front and let him pick out a shirt."
I'm glad they clothed you.
Yeah, I still got that shirt somewhere, and I got that $20 bill that he has signed. No, that was one thing I was worried if it was going to go away. But yeah, so he
Now
was
this
something.
next guy, anybody that sells 30 million albums, I should know, but I have to be honest, I don't. I've heard the name. That's all I can tell you about the old fella. But you sell 30 million albums, you got to be pretty good at whatever you do. Richard Marx, anybody know him?
It's worldwide, so it might not have been many here.
Okay. Could have been in
Could have been somewhere like Dubai.
California or somewhere.
Yeah, that's another country.
Look, as a kid, I couldn't wait to see this. I remember it was 72, 73, you know, that where you're just starting to really know what you're watching. Mannix, as he came on TV every night.
Still comes on early in the morning.
Does he? Is it getting any better?
No.
He ain't solved them crimes
He
yet.
ain't got a new car yet.
Golly. I liked O'Cannon. He'd roll up and it'd take 5 people to pull him out.
Lincoln, yeah. He would roll out of that Lincoln.
He had to drive that Lincoln because he couldn't
It's the
fit
only
nothing
thing
else.
he could get in.
1969, it came along and it peaked at number 1 because you're the dirty, mangy dog that named me Sue.
Yeah, boy.
Anybody remember that? Boy, I sure like that. Johnny Cash at his best back in 69 on this date, and that has been 55 years ago just to scare a few people. This was different.
It was so different I didn't watch it.
And most people didn't either. The Bob Newhart show premiered in 72.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. And it was just kind of flat. Oh, anybody remember this one? Do you remember this, Logan's Run?
No, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, it made it a few episodes before they canned it also. It was futuristic to where they showed the United States no longer in existence.
Oh, that's coming true.
Now, I have no doubt that you know this one. It is. 1979, it would be our first taste of America to hear what they call rap. It was called Rapper's Delight. Do you remember this? Hip hop. I remember somebody in 4th grade humming this, and I didn't know what they were doing because Ken Rainey didn't play it. A hip hop, the hippie to the hip hop.
Yeah.
Everybody knew that. It was a big deal on that other side of the radio dial.
Still being played.
Keith Ballard didn't know nothing about it, and neither did Ken, so I didn't either. I did know a lot about this. 1982, the record company would ship this out to radio stations nationwide. It'd be a little harbor there called Said Goodbye, Marina Del Rey. Whew. That's what you call hair standing up music there.
Ooh, no.
We missed something there?
No, somebody brought in, he was going to bring in Paladin. Man, Richard Boone, Have Gun Will Travel, that's one of my favorite westerns.
Oh, that was a good one.
That is a good one. And it still comes on too, but Paladin.
And Wesley said in 69 he was in Nam. I salute you,
thank
sir.
Thank you for your service, yes, sir.
I never watched this. I know it existed. Did you watch it?
I watched some of it. I wasn't going to make sure I was there at every show. But
were they trying to make the money that Different Strokes was making? Is that what the theory behind this was?
It was a little different, but
Webster.
It wasn't quite the same.
Wasn't as good.
Different Strokes was that.
What you talking about? I mean, Gary Coleman had it.
Yes, he did.
Funny. There's a lot of people that loved this, and they even dressed like it. I was still dressing as Matt Dillon as I do now, and I didn't quite get this wardrobe.
How many cows you got? The one question that he gets asked while we are in the governor's mansion for Christmas is, sir, how many cows do you want?
I said, well, none at the moment. But I'll get back with you. Honest to God, I got asked that right there in the front for you. But he really thought he was making a...
He didn't know what to say.
Well, he had a man purse, and he just didn't know. And we got to be honest.
There was some people, different people.
Me, you, and the governor were the most normal people there.
I think so.
Like, who are these people?
I think so. But now they had some shrimp.
Mississippi's finest.
You could hold the tail of that and still have a whole meal.
It would
things was huge. I've never seen a shrimp that big. Not even on TV.
I didn't watch this, but this was a big show. I know little girls loved it. Anybody remember Punky Brewster? It premiered in '84 on this date. It was about an adopted little girl, if I remember right. But again,
I think Charlene probably watched. She watched the crazy stuff.
We have 2 canceled people that are on the cover of TV Guide in 1989 to show you. Both of them are, well, basically gone now. said things, done things they shouldn't have to the public there. This was funny. I don't care who you are.
And that started back, isn't there? Didn't they?
They're trying
got a
or
new one or something.
Yeah, but I don't think it's got the oomph. He was funny, and Niles, bless his heart, was after the hot nanny.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have known what to do with her had he caught her.
I wouldn't have a clue.
No, but that show was funny. 1993 is when it all began. And the dad, and what was the dog's name?
The
little-
that wiry looking thing.
Yeah, and I thought I'd never forget the dog's name. Odie.
No, that's the other. That's Garfield's buddy. That's what.
It'll come to me in a little bit. I'll remember it in just
Deborah,
a moment.
what is it? Eddie?
Eddie. Everybody knows Eddie. Why? Yeah, that's right. He always sat in the chair.
Oh,
Eddie.
man, yeah.
I sure like me some Eddie. It was 1993, and I've met this guy numerous times, and I cannot brag upon somebody for being the most well-mannered fella I ever met in my life. Alan Jackson was at the top of the charts today with a lot about living and a little about love. Woo.
Good song.
It was. A man among men, a scholar. Here's that guy that we mentioned a while ago that got, erased. 1996, his show began with The Cosby Show. Enough said about that, huh? 95, let's go back to then. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. It went number one, stayed there for 5 weeks with an old boy named Tim McGraw. Started out with nothing and made it.
Yes, he did.
Did you ever watch this just for a little advice?
You know, I do.
You still do?
Every now and then I catch it. If I flip through and I'm looking for something and I see it, I'll turn it on because he's got some people that. Wow.
Dr. Phil.
I don't watch it for him. I'll watch it because sometimes you watch that show and you'll feel a lot better about yourself.
Yes, you do. Woo, I ain't so messed up after all.
I ain't as bad as I thought.
Did Phil get a divorce, or am I imagining that? He didn't? Okay. I just made that up, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, she's at every show with him.
Ooh.
And she's got her own line of cosmetics.
We're going to hold the camera on you for a second.
Uh-oh. We're going to have to go to the back 'em up.
Well, while you're doing that, all these things that you're talking about in the early years, we didn't realize it then, but those were the good old days.
Those were the good old days.
We didn't have to lock our doors at night.
Oh, there we are.
Oh, look
we
at
could
that.
leave the front door open and let the breeze come through.
And never have to worry about anything.
Never have to worry about anything.
You know, that's about the 50th time that camera's tried to turn off on us. I'm starting to think it don't like us, Odie.
Yeah.
We go back to, what was the name of this song this guy done? The Purple People Eater. Anybody remember that?
One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater.
Sheb Woolley would pass away, and he's the guy that wrote that. And I'm trying to remember, he was also in a Western. Rawhide, load him up, head him out.
Oh, yeah.
He sure was. Sheb Woolley. Can you still do the Purple People Eater thing? Do you
The one-eyed, one-horned.
Is that still played, or is that over?
I think that's over.
Okay.
I don't even remember when the kids, I had to play all the kids' songs in the truck, you know. I don't remember it being done.
Work with me on this, see if you remember this. Who sang Puff the Magic Dragon?
Peter.
Was it Peter, Paul, and Mary?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm right. I want to make sure before. Puff the Magic Dragon, live. And let me just scare you if y'all don't know that was about drugs. Broke my heart once I finally found that out. I had no clue. Thought it was a kid's song. Next thing you know, they're talking about smoking dope. And here's the lady that was behind all of that. Mary Trevors of Peter, Paul, and Mary passed away on this day back in 2009. Really? I had no idea that's what that was about. It was like the biggest shocker in life that I ever found out.
Well, you remember, as a child, I think Puff the Magic Dragon came on as a little
It was cartoon? Ah. Well, I'm a dog. More to come, Scotty Ray and Odie, as we fight through this crime-ridden morning and wrecks and different things. We got more to tell you. Don't rush off. We'll tell you all about it next.
Tired of buying cars with no warranty? Are you worried about your car breaking down? Come see us at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, the only dealership in Meridian that gives you a 7-year unlimited mileage powertrain warranty on qualified new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Buy with confidence. We'll take care of you for 7 years, new and used, at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. Bittersweet Crossroads in downtown Enterprise has new hours for summer. Monday through Friday, 8 until 5 p.m. and Saturday, 9 until 5 p.m. A great sandwich shop where they make their own honey mustard. Come try a sub or wrap today. They make some of the best homemade frozen custard with hot fudge drizzle. For specialty coffee, frozen custard, sandwiches, and ice cream, it's Bittersweet Crossroads, Highway 11 South, downtown Enterprise. 601-453-4009. All right, as we learn, somebody is fishing break another heartache for me here. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Was that about?
Oh yeah,
the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where have I been? I already know about Rocket Man. Y'all ain't got to tell me nothing about that. I know about that one.
That's bad. That's back when they hid the drugs in the song.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Now they just open and tell you out front.
I don't even know what to say now.
Did you finally get that rock off?
These people ought to be ashamed.
Yeah, see, everybody else knows it's about the LSD.
Well, I mean, you go back to Paycheck, and he just told you, I'm the only hell my mom ever raised.
That was
I knew what he was talking about. Mo Bandy singing to me as a kid. It's a cheating situation. I knew all about all that.
That's them old acid trips.
What was it? About. Living on Main Street and loving on Back Street, living on Main. Wasn't that what that was? If I remember right. Borrowed Angel. Boy, I had a great childhood. I just know anything about drugs.
I'm fixing to break your heart.
Oh, no. What do you fix do now?
Johnny Paycheck and my dad spent 18 months in prison together.
Wow. Did they become,
did.
they stay in,
They
see, now you done opened up a can of worms, and I got to know why your daddy was in jail. What did he do?
They were in a bar one night, and they were a little inebriated in the Navy. And
what do you
one
do
of their
with
commanding officers was there, and he ordered them to go back to the barracks. And one of them, I don't know which, reached over, got a beer bottle, and hit the commanding officer in the back of the head. So
that'll get you in prison.
They didn't know which one did it, so they both held hands and went to prison.
So, in reality, your daddy could have had something to do with 11 months and 29 days.
Unfortunately, yes.
Wow, that is quite a story there to tell. Johnny Paycheck. Yeah. And speaking of, you didn't hold out and tell us the truth. You got an anniversary today.
I do.
She didn't want us to say her birthday, but we finally snuck that in.
46 years.
What's your husband's name?
Keith Kelly.
Ooh, Keith bless you over there.
That's what everybody says.
Behind every woman, there's a man that is scared, y'all.
They always tell Keith they apologize to him and say they understand. They don't ever say that to me.
So how old were you when you got married?
18.
Wow. Would you suggest that to anybody else getting married that young?
No.
Oh, boy, she answered that too quick.
Oh, yeah, but not now.
Not now, no.
People aren't prepared at 18 like you were 25, 30 years ago and beyond. It's just not. We're different at 18 than what 18-year-olds are now.
They don't have staying power now.
No, that's true. It's just
when
leave.
Things start getting bad, the first thing they want to do is go out the door.
Now, I did kind of catch on that something was suspicious about Hotel California when you could check in and you couldn't check out. I knew something was up. We just didn't know what.
Purple Rain.
Yeah.
Is that about drugs, too?
Prince.
That's drugs? Mm-hmm. Really? He's going to be my drug.
Where have you been?
I didn't know these things. Purple Rain. I thought it was about Purple Rain.
You've been in music all your life.
You ever seen Purple Rain?
No, I didn't watch it. I saw a purple motorcycle. That's it. That's all I know about it. What was the movie about? Drugs? Break it to me gently.
I don't remember. It wasn't about drugs. It was about his life.
Okay, wait a minute.
When doves fly.
Wait a minute. Party like it's 1999. Is that drugs?
Oh, no, that was just partying.
Okay. But what about Little Red Corvette? Was there something hidden in that closet?
I don't think so.
I mean, what happened to good, wholesome Ghostbusters? Who you gonna call?
Who you gonna call? Yeah, well, they don't do that no more.
And see, George Strait just told you about the chair, and excuse me, and he even admitted he'd lied about it at the end of the song. I knew what he was talking about. Sometimes you have to spell it out for me. I'll be honest about this. I do miss a lot of jokes, and my wife will look at me like, there's no way you didn't get that. Some things I am a little slow on.
That's okay.
A man has to be man enough to admit his fault. So that is one of mine. And then it's like a light bulb. 10 minutes later, you go,
Oh, yeah.
like Edith used to do.
Oh, gee.
I'll have those moments.
That was yours. Is Angie. So you remember it then.
Yep. Elizabeth says she's been married 20. She got married at 20. She's been married 19 now. So you've almost been, Elizabeth, with your husband as long as you've been here. Well, congratulations there on that. And we say all of this because there are so few people that stay together through thick and thin.
Yeah.
It's almost like, I remember my grandparents getting a letter. I think it was from Jimmy Carter. Sent them a letter. They've been married 75 years when they got their little letter from the White House congratulating them. And you just don't hear of it anymore.
Wow. No, it's not like it used to be.
Nothing hidden under the little red Corvette song.
Yeah.
So is there any other song that I need to know about before we move on to this next story?
We don't have that much time.
We have made an arrest in Kemper County. The Kemper County Sheriff's Department has done so. Someone made a threat to a school on Friday. They thought it was a joke because it was Friday the 13th and thought they'd call in a prank. The police do not look at it as that. An arrest has been made and time will most likely be served in this case. We have had, since school started this year, 6, 7, even locally, threats that were made, and law enforcement handling this very professional, I might add.
This day and time, you can't take that as a joke.
No.
It happens across this country, and every single time it's going to be took serious, and it's going to be handled as a serious threat. Don't do that as a joke.
You know, we were talking about Dead Man's Curve a minute ago. I was there yesterday. Let me show you what it looked like. That Crown Vic ain't coming out of that. Actually, that's a Mercury Grand Marquis. Same thing as a Crown Vic.
It's going to need some help.
It needs a little help. They went sideways, cleaned out the ditch, and over the edge it went. I think I got one more picture here. This is the curve. This is the state trooper walking to it. He's got his car. You can't see around that curve. And it is, y'all be careful there. I don't care what's going on. If it's raining, y'all slow down to about 30, 40 coming around that curve. It ain't worth your life.
No, it's not.
We don't want you hurt by any means. We had someone bumped yesterday. Maybe this was Saturday, the 14th, or was that Friday? I get my days because we go so many places.
14th is Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had an incident in the parking lot of Walmart where somebody was riding one of those little scooters and going to their car, and a car backed up and hit an elderly lady. Here's just a screenshot of police. She's going to be okay. But again, kind of scary to go through that. A big thank you to Metro and the Meridian Fire Department showing up, being comforting, and getting them taken care of.
Yeah.
That is always scary, and it could have turned out so much differently. Thank heavens everybody's okay in that little incident there. And Friday, while we were live at 7:30 Friday morning, there was a taser being pulled. Big lit up. Somebody got lit up Friday. This is not the original because there's imposters everywhere. He just wanted to be naked. And well, he chose to be naked in the middle of State Boulevard and argued with the police, and well, they had to zap him.
Yeah.
He got a free trip down to the Marriott, and he's been standing down there with Harold, and Harold's been looking at him saying, why'd you get naked?
Harold's laughing.
Harold talked to you.
Did they give him clothes?
They gave him clothes down, a little orange
I think it was a
outfit for him.
jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Like Arnold said, did you even know that if you want to get down, cocaine was about drugs?
No. If you want to get high, cocaine. That one kind of clued me in that there was an issue going on there.
That was obvious.
And he sing the song, I get off on 57 Chevys, like the way you love me.
I don't know if that's who sung it or
Yeah,
not.
I think so. Eric Clapton. Yeah. Yeah.
It was.
I
It
shot
was.
the sheriff.
Yeah.
But I did not mean to shoot the deputy. Boy, if we could sing on tune and key, we would be touring now.
Look,
No, we have not brought up. There was a second attempt this weekend on someone who attempted to shoot the president. President Trump, former president, there at the golf club. He's been arrested. Let me see here.
So the officers, I don't know if it was the police that was around or the Secret Service, but they saw a barrel of a weapon sticking through a fence before he could get a fire shot off. The officers fired in that area, and he left that area, got in a truck, and was tried to escape. There was some neighbors that actually caught video of that and his truck and tag, able to give that to the police. They have arrested him.
Here he is. Here, I knew I had a
That's
picture
it.
of the guy.
Yeah.
Here he is. This is from Daily Mail that they've posted his picture. Ryan Wesley Roth, 58 years old.
Yeah, he from Hawaii, I believe, is where he's from.
Man, they really better amp up security for this guy. And will this end his golf? I would probably kind of quit golf until after the election was over. But the same breath, let me say that Trump is not one to stand down to anyone. I figure he'll be on the golf course this morning as a show of "you're not going to stop me." That's. Am I taking the guy's attitude wrong?
No.
I think I'm
No,
pretty close.
because I mean that's what he's going to do. What is right. He's still y'all remember this guy didn't get a paycheck. He didn't get paid to be the president. He did this. Now the law says he has to take a check. So he received it, but donated every bit of it to wounded warriors and to our troops. That's the kind of guy this Trump is. He may be somebody that's, I guess you could say, cocky. And
You think?
you know, he throws some tweets up, but let me tell you, this guy gave up his work that he did, making $100 million a year or whatever, to be our president. This guy gave up more than any of the people that are trying to run have ever made. Just for
But have
us.
we ever, Odie, and y'all think back here a second, have we ever had anybody run for president that's been 2 attempts? I know that there's been several that's had one, but it's y'all just pay attention. It does cause concern. Any candidate that's running, be cautious, and I do hope Secret Service will. They were on top of this one, unlike that last one that occurred there. This was stopped, foiled. Fortunately, it's scary out there what goes on when there's a lot of people that need help.
I don't care who's running for what office.
That's
and
correct.
I don't care what their views are. If you want to beat a candidate, do it at the polls with your vote.
Yes.
No other way. Whether I agree with them or not. That's
But these,
wrong.
would you say these people are highly mentally, both of these, I know that little 20-year-old has some issues, and I'm assuming this guy.
That dude's whacked.
Oh, boy. We got more coming as we travel along this. And it is Monday, as we all learned what Buff the Magic Dragon was about. It's hard
And
for me to-
diamonds in the sky.
It's hard for me to push a button, but we're going to come back.
With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low-mileage cars and trucks. How about a 2022 Jeep Wrangler or a 2021 Honda Ridgeline Sport with only 40,000 miles? A GMC Denali or a 2024 Silverado 2500. Drop in today and find the car that you're looking for. They're packed with low-mileage cars and trucks.
The low profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
Welcome back. Another subject that I'm not as educated on as I probably should be, because we have all this time, it hadn't happened in 200 years or 99 years, some big super blue moon thing. We got another one coming, and this one is called the supermoon eclipse. Will be visible tomorrow across the U.S. of A.
Yeah, so check it out.
I understand it should be like an orangish kind of moon, maybe.
Yeah.
So be ready for that. If you love taking pictures, it'll all be a Kodak moment, as Jim Rotford used to tell you.
A Kodak moment.
I hadn't heard that in forever. Boy, that's a Kodak moment.
And then you drive up to the little booth that was sitting in the parking lot, and hand them your film.
3 weeks later, you get it back,
yeah.
and it's somebody else's film.
And then you had to look, why didn't I get but 3 pictures? That's all that was took on that film. Yeah, you never got
And
a preview.
occasionally, somebody still finds one, the Kodak 110 down in a box somewhere. And you got to take it somewhere to have it developed.
Could I get that in 1 hour, please? You had 1 hour developing.
Does Walmart still do that?
I think so.
Do they?
I think so.
Wow. Huh. Learning every day as we move on. Mother's Little Helper Rolling Stone. What's that about?
I don't know.
What was that? Mama's into Daddy's. I can't remember. It was a rock and roll song.
Mama kissing Santa Claus.
No. I know how that ended. What happened there? Sure enough, with Father Time. We have had a great morning as we look around. Let me see if there's something else we need to mention. There's a lot of things that did go on over the weekend. Let's see here. We had a bunch of wrecks. We talked about Mr. Taser there. I want to talk about this. This was a good thing. Money for Tiffany raised there for Tiffany Boyd. She is a deputy's wife who has cancer.
Yes.
Dan Boyd, who is a Lauderdale County Sheriff's deputy, he's been a deputy with Newton County as well. And one of our greatest, came back, Todd Tilghman, to do a concert Saturday night in Decatur. I was there. It was a lot of fun as the auditorium people came out and all the donations went to help Tiffany. Big crowd, and there's Tiffany there sitting on the front row. There's Brother Dan.
Yep. Man, that is awesome.
I won't even talk about the rest of those kin folks that are in there, kin to me. But I want to just say thank you to everybody who came out. We had a great time. Todd done a wonderful job. He said he often, him and his family often watched from Nashville to see what's happening in Meridian there.
Man.
So thank y'all. We enjoyed the show, and we appreciate Todd doing so much there this weekend to help out a good cause. And I want to mention it, boy, she was back there with her candles. She donated all that. And they even had a silent auction for the flag there. That's pretty neat
that's
there.
Beautiful there, yeah.
Handmade, each one of those. So they can, if you're interested in one of those, they can tell you more about that at the Sheriff's Department. Here's a bunch of them from the Newton County Sheriff's Department. Salute.
Oh, Tim sitting there.
We appreciate y'all so much. We, as always, enjoy our shows, and we need to do some birthdays, don't we?
Ooh, we can do some birthdays. Look here, we got Charlie Brown, 70 years old today. Michael Ted Evans, it says 49.
There ain't no way. I mean, he was there when they built the first fire truck, wasn't he? Didn't he help build the Senate, the House, and all that? And built the Capitol?
49. We'll have to check on that one. Betty Lynn Haggard. Caleb Walters, a.k.a. Fred.
You mean the Kemper Messenger has a birthday?
Got a birthday today.
Betty Lynn Aust.
But you didn't give us an age.
Well, I'm gonna say Betty Lynn ought to be about 63. If I was trying to put a gauge on it there.
Okay.
Whenever the call signs go down, they need some news spread. They call Betty Lynn, and it's the whole county knows it.
Well, sometimes that's good.
We call her the mouth of the South. Is what we call Betty Lynn.
She's going to send you a present, too.
A little old boy kissed her when she was 11. Everybody knew it in 2 hours. She was just so proud somebody kissed her.
Whoop, whoop.
Y'all mean to Betty.
Caleb Walt, a.k.a. Fred, my buddy, 24 years old today. Tracy Danielle's 35. Whitney Nicole Blackwell had a birthday Sunday. Alice Faye Stokes, Sunday. Michelle Bynum, Sunday. Skylar Hollingsworth had a birthday Saturday. Adam McMinn's having a birthday. Trey Hunt, Meridian firefighter and professional cornhole player from right here in Meridian, 35 years old today. Mike Myers Jr., 45. And Austin Murphy is having a birthday today.
That's pretty big there.
Yeah, we had a good little crowd coming in today, and hope every one of y'all had a wonderful birthday.
Let's look here what we've got. A sale going on this last day, 50% off going on now at Sweet Pea Swap Shop. Odie, I need you to take us out. What have you got for us for a Bible verse today as we close the show?
Well, so we're going to go to Luke 16, verse 10, where it says, "He that is faithful in that which is least is faithful also in much, and he that is unjust in the least is unjust also in much." We've got to keep God in our lives. We've got to put God back number one in our country. That's truly the only thing that can save us as a whole is Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Bring him back into our schools. Bring him back into our homes. Bring him back into our government. He is the only one true comfort that we can ever have. Put him in your heart today and see what he can do for you. Hope y'all have had a wonderful Monday. We've enjoyed being here with you. We'll be back in a little less than 23 hours to bring your Tuesday. You got a little quick update or something?
We got a possible structure fire on 26th Street and 10th Avenue in Meridian. If you're in that neighborhood, use caution. Fire trucks are rolling. Police are in that area. Again, that's 26th Street and 10th Avenue is where that would be. So be careful in those areas.
Pray for the safety of our firemen as they go out protecting our areas. Y'all have a wonderful day, and remember, we love you. We want you to stay safe.